So, listen, I learned something recently that honestly shook me a little. Apparently, the first 10 minutes after you wake up might be the most underrated mental health tool we have. And somehow, almost nobody talks about it. Not influencers, not productivity experts, not wellness blogs, nobody. But here's the wild part. Researchers studying the brain in the morning found that those first quiet moments, the ones we rush through, actually shape your mood, your focus, and even the choices you make for the rest of the day. And if you stay with me all the way to the end of this video, I'm going to give you something you've probably never heard before. A tiny, science-backed morning habit that takes less than 2 minutes. No journaling, no affirmations, no cold showers, and absolutely no 4 a.m. alarms. Just something gentle and surprisingly powerful. Yes, this is real science. By the way, hey bestie, my name is Simi. I'm your little health accountability buddy on the internet. I'm that friend who reads all the nerdy studies so you don't have to, and then turns them into something you can actually use. So relax. Let me tell you what I found today. Let's talk about why mornings matter more than we think. Most of us wake up and go straight into survival mode. Notifications buzzing, emails popping up, scrolling, rushing, reacting. And without knowing it, we teach our brain to wake up already on high alert, ready for danger, ready for comparison, ready for stress. But according to a study from UCLA, the brain enters a special neuroplasticity window right after waking, meaning your mind is more open to suggestions, especially about how safe you feel and what kind of day you expect. In simple words, your brain wakes up asking one quiet question: are we safe today? And your next action answers that question. Why slow mornings help your brain say yes. When you wake up gently, stretch a little, breathe, sit up slowly, look out the window, sip water, you're sending your brain messages like, we're okay. There's no emergency. We can take our time. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the calm, grounded part of your mind. A study from the American Psychological Association found something fascinating. People who start their morning calmly are 34% less reactive to stress, 31% better at problem solving, and 26% more patient throughout the day. Not because life is easier, but because the brain has more space. Now, here's the unpopular truth nobody mentions. We've been trained to think that the best morning is the one packed with intense routines, workouts, cold plunges, pages of journaling, 100 habits before sunrise. But neuroscience is showing something else. The best morning routine is the one that does not overwhelm your nervous system. Slow isn't lazy. Slow is intelligent. Your brain has a natural startup sequence. Picture a computer. If you click too fast before it loads, it freezes. Our brain works the same way. When you wake up, your brain moves through delta, theta, alpha waves, ending in alpha, the calm, clear, focused state monks reach during meditation. If you grab your phone immediately, you interrupt that and push yourself into beta, the stress wave. So instead of creativity or imagination, you get urgency, comparison, and overstimulation. A scientific example you'll feel in your body. Imagine this. You wake up slowly. You stretch, you breathe, you sit up slowly, look out the window for a moment. 2 minutes, that's all. Your brain feels safe. Now picture the opposite. You wake up, you grab your phone, you see messages, news, notifications, and someone online who seems more successful than you. You haven't even stood up yet and your mind is already overwhelmed. One morning protects your mind, the other overloads it. A study most people have never heard of. Researchers at the University of Sussex discovered that simple morning stillness, Even something as small as staring out a window while drinking something warm increases emotional resilience, boosts creative thinking, and improves empathy later in the day. It doesn't require hours, just intentional slowness. Now, if you're still watching, here's the promise I owe you: a tiny, gentle 2-minute practice backed by psychology and neuroscience. You can do it in bed, or on your sofa, or at your table. Step 1, notice one thing you can see. Step 2, notice one thing you can hear. Step 3, notice one thing you can feel. That's it. This grounding technique tells your brain, we are safe. We can think clearly today. Why it works. You're telling your brain you're not running, you're not hiding, nothing is chasing you. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that helps you make good decisions, turns on. So you start the day with clarity, focus, and emotional stability, not survival mode. And here's the unexpected benefit: your body remembers. A calm morning creates a carryover effect, meaning your mind stays steadier even when the day gets messy. Life will still happen. You may still get overwhelmed, but you'll meet everything differently. Here's the takeaway: you don't need a perfect routine. You don't need to transform yourself overnight. You just need a slower beginning. A pause before the world gets loud. A breath before your brain starts running. A choice not to rush back into stress. My closing message to you: tomorrow morning, before you pick up your phone, give yourself 10 slow seconds, or 30, or 2 minutes, not to be productive, but to enter your day instead of colliding into it. Your morning doesn't need to impress anyone to change you. Slow is not wasted. Rest is not weakness. A gentle beginning is still a beginning. And if no one told you this today, let me be the first. You are allowed to start soft. You are allowed to take your time. You are allowed to have a morning that feels like peace.
Thanks for watching, besties.